Hello and welcome to Coffee Chats. I'm Morgan.
And I'm Sarah, and this is our biannual Bibliothon TBR.
So we're a little late with this video, but just a little.
Just barely.
That much. We're doing pretty well. We're fairly on top of things. We decided that we want to participate in the Bibliothon, and we also decided there are video challenges that go along with the Bibliothon. And we're going to do 2 of those. So one of those is going to go up today for the DIY challenge, and one of those is going to go up towards the end of the week for the cover recreation challenge. We didn't have enough time and energy to do each one of the video challenges, but we wanted to participate somewhat.
So the first book that we're reading is Paper Towns by John Green. This is the group read for this challenge. We're actually kind of lucky to have this at the moment because I just lent it to my neighbor and got it back last night, and my mom wants to read it. So it's being very well loved at the moment.
I'm looking forward to reading it actually because I wanted to reread before the movie came out, but honestly I probably would not have had the push to do that without the Bibliothon.
Yeah.
So it works out. Next challenge is to read a childhood favorite. So I have Lily's Ghosts. Yeah, I wasn't sure for a long time if I was going to read this or Two Princesses of Bamar, but today I was looking at them and I decided on this one. But I still might read Two Princesses of Bamar because I'm not decisive.
And I went with the first Stravaganza book, which is City of Masks by Mary Hoffman. I haven't read this series in forever, but I was obsessed with it for a long time, and the first one is my favorite, so I'm excited to reread this. I'm probably just going to read this one and then stop with the series. I don't think I'm going to read all 7. That's crazy.
Also, it's sparkly, which is a definite plus in book deciding. You know, YA has a disturbing lack of gratuitous sparkliness.
So this next category is a companion novella or novel or a prequel. So I went with The Guard by Kira Cass. I'm not sure that I'm going to read the other 2. There are actually 3 of these. Morgan says that this one is the best. So I'm going to read this, and then I may or may not read the next 2.
I am going with The Crown of Ptolemy by Rick Riordan because this is his latest novella release that has the Percy Jackson characters and the Kane Chronicles characters, and I'm so excited to get back into this world. Oh my gosh, I love Rick Riordan. I'm pumped. The next category is the genre you've read the least of this year, and I have The Secret Daughter of the Tsar by Jennifer Lamb, and this is historical fiction and it takes place in Russia, so yeah, there's that. And I have not read any historical fiction this year, I don't think, so yeah.
And I have Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. This is a romance novel, which is probably the genre I read least ever. I don't like them very much, but I'm giving it a shot. I'm gonna see how it goes.
This is like a super cutesy contemporary. Okay, let's be real. Everyone knows what Anna and the French Kiss is, but literally between the 2 of us, this I think is the only cutesy contemporary that we own. So yeah, you can tell when we have an aversion to a subject.
So this category is a book that you didn't finish, and I chose What Comes After by Steve Watkins. I got this book summer after 10th grade. I went to this writing camp and it was actually a gift to me, and I didn't finish it because it's really depressing from the very beginning, and I just couldn't deal with it at that point, but I'm gonna give it a shot and hopefully won't cry too much. Maybe I'll read this and then Anna and the French Kiss is like rebound.
It seems like a good week to be emotionally crippled.
Yeah.
I am reading The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. This book was good, honestly. I started it and maybe got a quarter of the way through it and I liked it, but this was a casualty of my epic Game of Thrones reading slump. There was a solid 5 months, a little over a year ago, that I only read Game of Thrones. It was hard. It was a tough time. And I tried to start this in the middle of it and it was rough. I couldn't do it. So I'm going to pick this back up and finish it, and it has a lot of pictures in it, which you may or may not be able to see, I don't know. But I feel like that will be good for readathon-ing purposes. The next category is a book that takes place in a different country, and we are actually both double counting in the exact same way. So I'm bringing back The Secret Daughter of the Tsar.
So for the final category, we have a social issue that you're passionate about. And I am going with Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jesse Andrews. And this kind of fits this category because it's about coping with grief. And I've also just been wanting to read it because the movie came out, I believe, and I'd like to see it.
I have Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. We got through that name. We did it. And Sarah and I both actually read this in 9th grade for school. And it's a graphic novel, and I'm really actually looking forward to reading it again. I really enjoyed it the first time around, and also looking forward to a graphic novel because I'm going to need it to break up longer books. This book deals with racial and immigrant issues because she and her family immigrate from Iran, I believe. I believe it's Iran.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm also just going to tack this on the end here. It is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. It's like a mystery thriller, and it's like this year's gone girl, or at least that's what it's being hyped as. So I got it from the library. It has a very long wait list at the library, so I really need to read this in a week or so. Yeah, it would be ideal if I could get to it in this readathon. So I think I have a fairly realistic reading pile. I have some longer stuff and some shorter stuff, and a graphic novel, which is great, and Rick Riordan, which God knows I'll read in like an hour. So I'm feeling fairly confident. I don't know if I'll get through everything. Like that seems like kind of a tall order, but I'd say I can get through at least the majority of this.
On the other hand, I am working all week. I work from 9 in the morning to 6:15 at night with kids, so I don't know how well this is gonna go for me. I think I'll definitely get through the novella, maybe a couple others. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna do my best.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Later on today, we're going to have our first video challenge video up too. So we will see you guys super soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.
Bye.
Perhaps the entire world around me is just filled with really interesting things, but I'm forever distracted.
You have more important things to focus on,
like me.
I was gonna say the video, but okay. Also, I think that this could be a fun book to reread because then you'll get all of the clues that you missed the first time, and won't spend it all assuming she's dead and panicking.
I really thought she was dead.
I so thought she was dead.
Oh my god. R.I.P. Margaret Roth Spiegelman.
Like, I was seriously having some great anxiety because he was like, I think she might be dead. And I was like, oh my god,
I was
she's
like,
dead.
she killed herself. Like, 100% she's dead. In a way, I wanted her to be dead, though. Do you feel that?
No. I liked her.
Okay, cool. Good call.